Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad matatag!
Mid lane, but likely to be the Quap as they go for a Disruptor 5 finish, which means it's probably, what, a Viper offlane? Yes, indeed. Paired with the Tusk, that is brutal. Do gain distance, yeah, so same thing with Cookie. Sometimes you don't Cookie as far. As there's First Blood very easily for Flea. They might even be able to get Aaron here as well as Monster, taking him down, the Fairy Fire. Man, even that Ring of Protection coming in handy there, that is going to get really brutal.
I mean, the one thing you can say is at least the South gave half value to Viper, but that's really not much when Flea starts with a double kill. Online though, at least Rises, they're able to get some.
Yeah, denied all 3 of those. That's pretty rough.
Oh god. Oh, top lane though, looks like Monster's going to be in a little bit of trouble here, and this time he is going to...
Monster is returning to the lane here. Just had to make the walk of shame, as Flea doesn't really want to fight versus the hero that's got whatever 40% damage resist, so instead they're going to go for Imperium, but they are losing this fight. The Dispose, throws Afro on top of Monster. Flea trying to fight as well. The neutrals joining this skirmish as they at least get through Empyrean, but it seems like they've lost Monster a 3rd time, and now Flea, for the first time this match indeed. So this Flea does break the smoke. Might lose his life as a result. The Frost shields here. The blocks are pretty good. Flea pops the wand, charges, still has Snowball to play with as he turns back now towards Empyrean. Soul's going to be joining him. Aether Remnant going to be set up there to secure the kill onto Flea at the least, with Soul continuing to fight. Another Dispose. Soul still has the blink out though. He's really in no danger, so he's going to turn back for Aframoosh. As Pingu is going to pick up Red 2. I guess maybe Red 2 is picking up Pingu. Glimpse back here is going to be stopped by the Dissemblate. Soul really working for this kill onto Aframoosh. He's going to go for the TP out, and actually does make it out alive, but it's a pretty big one because he TP'd into this lane.
Disruptor actually might be a little bit of trouble here. They kind of know that he's around. And Aframoosh, can he find him? He does. There he is. That could be another kill for them.
Yeah, especially with Red 2 nearby. They get another kill onto the Timber Saw down bottom in exchange, as they look to enable Monster a bit more while continuing to shut down the Timber. We'll see if it's a difference maker, and that is Monkey King TPing right back in. He's not going to be able to get off the Jinku. He's going to just simply die a 2nd time. It does set up for a 4-man Sonic Wave. Soul, however, all by himself now as Flea makes a long TP in. Cannot do anything to change the death there of his mid laner. Flea, I guess, used Walrus Punch down bottom or didn't have the mana for it after the TP, so he's going to go down. Alpha continuing to feed underneath the tier 1 tower, as that's an ultra kill for Red 2.
You bought to get fighting items. Monkey King doesn't really have that, so that's probably a big difference maker in the top lane. Nico here might be in trouble. Oh dear.
Ooh, they just catch him there in the Static Storm. They can't dispose him out because of the range. It's crap without Aether Lens. I think Afro did give it an effort. Empyrean in a bit of a rough spot. Does not have any spells here. He will take... There goes Afro kicking it off. Can't quite find the mark. 1v4 down bottom. Yeah, that's... Oh, okay. Maybe not. Pingu actually finds a pretty big Static Storm, but the Chain Frost is even better. That'll eventually condemn Monsters. Aaron also makes a jump on in. Sonic Wave, I believe, doesn't catch anyone but the Lich, as Rises is here to fight as well. Red 2 still has himself a couple of spells to use here, and Dissemblate back in another second. So he's going to pull down the Monkey King from the tree there with the Aether Remnant. Another Astral Step away. That's all of his spells. He is slow. With BKB, however, and not Deso. Doesn't really take this too quickly, as Empyrean's going to be the first jump, and he's killed off quite quickly. Without the Frost Shield there, it's a big difference maker. Monster, though, soaking up the damage as he's going to spit onto Aaron. Pops the BKB, of course, does not dispel that venomous, the poison strike from the Viper. As Paradise is picked off, at least in the Static Storm. That was BKB for Aaron, though, to evade that. As TOOBASED will smoke up. Buyback from Empyrean. He just needs to find a Chain Frost here. Has himself the Glimmer Cape to get into the fight as well. If needed, there's Vision, courtesy of Aframoosh. Chain Frost on the way in, bouncing around here onto the 2 backline supports. Pingu is going to die, as is Aframoosh, though, as Rises pops the ulti and the BKB, capable of fighting. Aaron wants to fight into this ulti as well, as he's going to find the crit onto Flea. Well, it's going to be not immediately put to use, courtesy of the bash from Roche. Aaron still evading a lot of attacks, though. Finds a bash onto the big man himself, as they do kick off this fight onto Nico. They don't, however, catch him inside the kinetic field as they get through Pingu straight away. Monster now finds himself in a bit of an awkward spot, as all he can do is really get off the poison attacks versus Aaron before he goes. Rises BKBs, pops the ulti, looking to avoid as much damage as he can. Another big Sonic Wave, but Aaron pops the BKB and deletes this Monkey King. as they jump now onto Flea. Good dispose here. Might be able to set up for the kill as Aaron instead jumps onto Soul. Soul still gets the
Wukong game in China, that's supposed to be pretty good. Anyway,
oh,
top lane though.
Instead, we need to use the Walrus Strike. They'll save that instead there for Aaron. His Aegis does expire here. Rises though, BK beat up, not really taking a lot of damage. Instead, Flea is going to have to soak up there the Chain Cross. He's taking a bit of damage in return as the Monkey Silence caught there by Rises. Aaron trying to crit him down, and eventually he's going to find the damage assisted by Nico. It's a very good, however, Static Storm in exchange. That is going to be Aaron dead. Pingo here, the mark damage is not going to be enough to kill him off, but it's the 8th Remnant from Nico which kills him. Still, though, the fight is a good one for...
Simply 2-based. They don't have vision of this area, though.
No, they don't. Alpha fighting underneath their wards. The fight starts here on a better foot for Simply 2-base as Flea jumps into his own death. Paradise BKBs on top as well as Aaron as they both jump. Rises. He's going to try and get the ulti up there. He uses the Abyssal Blade of Aaron and is killed off. Flea buys back here. Not really sure what he's going to be able to do here at this stage. It's going to be the ward. They will buy back. Oh, Alpha Strike is going to be way off the mark there. And Aaron jumps to the second mark. Now it's a dieback for Flea. They're going to try and fight into this one, though. Aaron taking a lot of damage now inside the Wukong's command. Does get out as Soul blinks forward here. Aaron without BKB in a bit of a rough spot. Still has Abyssal, but the Dispose gets him out of a tough spot there. Soul BKB at least turns back for Nico as Pingu is going to end up dying to the mark damage. And Aaron back in for his second fight onto the Monkey King. This time no BKB to protect him. Will take him down. Flea's going to throw in the towel, and it's Alpha who will lose game 1 here to 2-based.
And again, that dispose by Afro was absolutely vital, keeping him alive. This is why they won the fight. He was definitely going to kill Aaron if he do that. So, Simply 2-base, they must have had a really good breakfast, you know? Like, we know it's midnight here, but from Mystic Flare, I wouldn't say it's overwhelming magic. Who are they going to go with? Go with the Ursa. Alright, so it's a hero that I wouldn't say he chews through armor necessarily, but at least he can sort of go toe-to-toe with it.
Ganked as Afro is running him down. He's got Swashbuckle. Yes, I don't believe.
Not far, though.
Well, the tower. He's going to go diving, and that's first blood. Nico's going to get it there. Rotation. This is late from Flea. It's not going to change anything. Dead here, another Timber Chain, but they maintain the 5 stacks here. Lots of debuffs as they finally, you know, the problem on Timber is when they get the debuff counter over your React Flawless seemingly on denies. Oh, they're going to dive this. They say, hello, Paradise. Meet my Fury Swipes. Down he goes. Pretty easy kill there for Rises. He'll turn back for the courier of Afro Rouge, which had the TP scroll. Puts Afro in a bit of an awkward spot. Who will fall here to that 5th and final Fury Swipe stack.
Yeah, well, whatever. And he's just going to go straight for the tower.
Yeah, they're going to go for Pingu instead. He is going to be the one to fall prey to the smoke at the end of the day here for 2-base. Is that enough to open up the tier 1 tower? Not quite, as Empyrean actually commits the ulti here onto the Timber. He's going to regen a lot, actually, thanks to the 18. Oh, not that much, actually. He is still dead. Flea gets the kill. He did tank a whole Mystic Flare there, didn't he? Monster, in the meantime, is going to be mashed. It was a graveyard smash, really, for 2-base, as they now look to claim the tier 1 tower mid. Oh, that's a lot of damage there out from the Swashbuckle. They might get this Tusk now. Fate's Edict there is on the money.
Oh, but Ursa's here, big boss.
Yeah, he is. He's the big boss. And actually, he's going to make a bit of a difference. He scares away the...
Yeah, I'm not usually a big fan of so many blinks on one team, but meanwhile, this guy's is probably going to fall here. Will they go for more, though?
Oh, yeah, they're going to delete the Oracle. Red 2, no Basher for Rises, so he's not going to really get any kills on the puck that easily. Ooh, nice little vault. At a net worth deficit, because enemies can buy back if they have it at their disposal. And indeed they do here, especially because Nico's the first jump, first hit, bash into the stun. He's absolutely deleted. And look at this. Soul has picked up literally the rest of them with the drive by Rolling Thunder, canceling the TP of Aaron, completely isolated as the roll-up is going to stun him a second time. Oh my goodness, Paradise will not even make it out. I mean, absolutely just...
Dispel you, although top lane, Aaron is going to be stunned here.
Yep, he's got Aegis though, so they need to find a better target. Indeed they have. It's Timbersaw. Good omens for the fight here for Alpha. They killed him yet again. Sacrifice to the god accepted. Is speaking of the gods, they're going to take down Empyrean. He is down for the count. The damage out from the Tusk is not nearly sufficient. Aaron has bailed from this fight, as Nico is the only one left with an eye shot here. The smoke did break. They're on the war. They're jumped Nico already. They get the ulti off though. Empyrean with a very clutch save, but they're locking down Nico just to send a message. They've done extra damage. He is extremely dead. Empyrean's going to pop as well. Paradise TPing away from the fight. Aaron's not even here, as that snowball is actually going to pull Tusk out of the shards. Afro, no Blink Dagger, no real chance of getting out of this one. He's gonna go down.
Twice now, they saw fight Aaron's like,
uh-oh. Paradise. Got a Yule Scepter for himself. It's his Timber Chain at the ready, but Flea knew exactly where he was headed. 10 seconds till another Mystic Flare. These are indeed the supports. Very good point. Flea should not have the mana here to kill him, but they do force him back and prevent him from cutting any further waves, which means... Oh, actually, Flea, he's dying. Paradise looking to turn. They got to get rid of the... Oh, the cores are here, though. They TP to the outpost. Aaron, he's in a bit of an awkward spot. He's been stunned. He's got Butterfly, but no BKB. No ways of actually dispelling himself other than death. It is a TB, so you'd much rather not lose, your Aegis when you already have the meta. The Chakrams being juked quite easily. 9 seconds down till Puck is back. The disarm there onto the Ursa, but Monster should have enough tower damage here to take down the melee. Brax indeed down. It goes. They're turning. Aframouche is dead. Timber as well just simply dies there to the magic damage. Double buyback now from TOOBASED as Nico attempting to hold back the supports. They both snap the coil, but there's really no follow-up damage here. Monster's back on the enemy high ground as well. Pingu thinks about going back in a fight, so Soul's going to head back in as well. There is a Sunder there for Aaron. They're right back onto Paradise, sending back to the fountain here. Alyssa attempting to do so as the Ice Shards do interrupt Soul. Not nearly enough, though. Aaron taken down towards the end of that fight as the GG is dropped. Is going to be a 1-1 here, a very quick rebuttal by Alpha, who will now go even into game number 3.
Did not even look like a game, honestly. Like, the way they sacked Paradise, I think that's a... They sacked the balance by stuff to get through a movie. I'm like, let's see what Steven Seagal has. He's like, his movies are always the same. Anyway, Alpha, they go with the Enigma.
That's a pick I didn't expect.
I mean, when you're up against no stuns,
yeah,
you know, it's like, you might as well just...
He makes it out. Now the dagger, the slow underneath the tier 1 tower. He eats the tree behind him. He turns around. Some more ice shards. Bonus damage for Nico. They give him the kill. I can't believe it. He died to not level Avalanche.
Guys, Bingo has taken a few hits, but yeah, they're not gonna leave Paradise suffer as much in this game. And meanwhile, Imperium actually dies.
Dude, these Eidolons though, they've doubled. They might double again here and one more hit. Oh wait, they don't double two times.
Yeah, they double only once.
That'd be crazy. He's finding it a little bit difficult versus the Monkey King. He did a thing that I see a lot, and I used to see it all the time, actually, in 731C. Hold on, actually, Aaron is just dead. Yeah, Avatos, see you later. That's a pretty major kill there. This off lane starting to really, but he's not having it this time. Soul is not going to be able to tilt him.
Paradise going past the tower, sorry, just to stay alive. And Monster might actually be losing his life here. They did have to bring 3 people here, and that's an important kill. Aaron, his CS is not amazing.
Yeah, over on the other side of the map, though, they immediately look for Paradise. That Penitence does hit. Level 1, though, right? Yeah, and that's kind of what my concern was. I just, like... I think Dota's a little bit of a mental game. It's kind of momentum-based as well between series, and just the way that lanes have been going for him, that's kind of why I was implying that. That was the storyline I kind of saw developing. By the way, this is a super deep dive. Yeah, we'll miss a kill onto Empyrean. Tier 3 tower, we don't care Tier 3s. Delete it. They get through Soul. I pull a really significant net worth lead, what it feels like Alpha has been lane. Bottom though, Aaron in trouble. Malefice earned charges. They need a little bit more damage, and they'll have it there. Monster with the kill with the Eidolons, but Nico coming in big there with the bonus Jinku damage. Jumps into the trees. This will be Monster dying, unless he doesn't actually even have a point to the black hole. So can't look to do that. I don't think this will be a kill onto Viper. Yeah, he's going to even salve just to make sure. It was close. It was pretty close. Bottom, which leaves Nico alone top. The Invis Flea here makes the jump quite easily. Rises doing some damage. Needs some Maelstrom procs. Needs them real quick and will find the kill there with the Max Akuchi. Soul with a quick tip back onto Nico. Is back over to the bottom lane. Alpha is sieging here pretty seriously. Paradise is going to try and tank the aggro here, but now Empyrean and Afro from the side looking for a kill onto Monster, who again has Black Hole. Snowball's going to prevent him from really doing much here, though. He's going to pop it, though. Nether Toxin and the break here is still more than enough damage to finish him off dead. And there's just no option to fight, really. A good move by Alpha is really that they've got TOOBASED and a bit of a vice grip. I mean, if you fight here, you almost certainly lose the fight. This Enigma is terrifying still. We haven't really mentioned him. Oh, by the way, that's Rise is just killing Aframouche. Again, 250 damage on cast for Gleipnir. Sorry, 220.
The blink dagger on the Enigma just prevents them from doing anything. They are gonna go. They go mid for
no counter fortify will come because they don't have one actually for Alpha. So for
But-
now, they will spare the tier 3 tower as Flea in a bit of trouble. The mech heal, though, is way too much. So Flea's still in the fight as Monster is going to tear down an entire forest. Black Hole Blink here is going to catch the 2 heroes. That's going to be an additional 2 dead now. One buyback already out from the Tusk, but things starting to look very desperate for TOOBASED. They are really just 1 or 2 deaths away from losing this entire game.
The only thing you can say that's a positive is that at least Black Hole is down, so if they are going to take a fight, I think they just call it. Pierre just calls good game, and that's it. Oh, wow. I mean...
Soul with the GG and the smiley face as well. I mean, shout out to Soul for being a champion through that early game. That was not an easy early game to live through.